So if you want healthy joints and smooth skin and good mobility as you age, you have to protect what you have. But don't worry, your collagen is constantly being broken down and rebuilt, so there's a lot you can do to maximize your collagen production. But first, you have to stop the damage, because millions of women are completely unaware of the dangerous chemicals in our daily lives that are stopping the production of collagen in our bodies, inhibiting collagen synthesis. Yeah, these three chemicals are damaging the precious supply of non-renewable collagen in your skin, hair, nails, cartilage, and bone. The first chemical is a mineral that's added to our water supply, and you probably drink it all day, every day. I'm sure you heard of it before, like I had, but I had no idea that it causes accelerated aging by interrupting your body's natural collagen production. Here's how it works. Specialized cells called fibroblasts found in our skin and tendons are responsible for making collagen using a specific amino acids like glycine, proline, hydroxyproline. Hydroxyproline is like the glue that holds collagen together, making it stable and resilient. Vitamin C is absolutely crucial in this process because it converts proline into hydroxyproline. Without vitamin C, you can't make healthy collagen. Once proline, glycine, and hydroxyproline are all in place, they're linked together into a triple helix, a super strong structure that, thanks to hydroxyproline, gives collagen its durability. Next, other nutrients like copper and zinc help braid these helixes together, just like braiding rope. This creates strong collagen fibers that give structure and strength to your skin, bones, and joints. But when you drink fluoride, it can throw a wrench in this whole process, weakening the structure and making it hard for your body to build strong, healthy collagen, because fluoride stops the hydroxylation of proline. That means your body can't convert proline into hydroxyproline, the glue of collagen. Making collagen without hydroxyproline is like trying to build a gingerbread house without frosting. There's nothing to make the walls stick together. So the fluoride weakens the entire structure of collagen, making it less stable and more prone to breaking down. Of course, this accelerates skin aging, which causes more wrinkles. But it's more than skin deep. Poor collagen is associated with arthritis pain and weakness. Collagen is also found in vital organs like your arteries. When collagen is weak, it makes your artery walls less stable, causing them to balloon out. This can lead to an aneurysm where the weakened artery bulges and then bursts, causing internal bleeding and blood clots. Although more research is needed, there is a promising theory that hiatal hernias are at least partially caused by impaired collagen synthesis. Normally, your diaphragm separates your stomach from your chest, but when it's weakened, you can have a hiatal hernia where the top of your stomach bulges through your diaphragm and into your chest. The most common symptoms of a hiatal hernia are acid reflux related, like heartburn, chest pain, and indigestion. 50% of Americans over 50 have a hernia, 60% over 60, and 70% over 70. So if you're over 50, there's a 1 in 2 chance that you have a hernia right now, and it keeps going up with age. If you're exposed to fluoride, which damages your collagen, it can weaken the barrier between your stomach and chest, potentially causing hernias. But how do we know fluoride weakens collagen? Because it's been proven in many studies. For example, one study gave older men with osteoporosis either fluoride or placebo for 2 years. The fluoride group has 53% more hydroxyproline in their urine compared to placebo. Urinary hydroxyproline is a known collagen breakdown product. In other words, their bodies couldn't make healthy collagen, so they were peeing it out as a byproduct. Even after they stopped taking fluoride, the damages on their collagen lasted for 6 months. Fluoride's effect on collagen production is similar to what happens with vitamin C deficiency, also known as scurvy. So yeah, if you think scurvy's bad, then I highly recommend you eliminate fluoride by getting a water filter and a fluoride-free toothpaste and mouthwash. I always thought fluoride was great, right? They just put it in the water, no more cavities. But for my skin, hair, nails, plus long-term risk of arthritis and accelerated aging, I'm choosing not to have fluoride in my water. Based on our research, the best water filter for longevity is a whole house carbon filter plus a reverse osmosis filter for your kitchen. You can buy fluoride filters and add them to your current system. I put a link in the description below where you can get one. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, because there are still two chemicals in your food that are causing long-term damage to your precious collagen. I'll start with the chemical you've probably heard of because I can guarantee you never heard of the second one. But first, let me explain something about collagen. Every third amino acid in collagen is glycine. Since glycine is the smallest amino acid in collagen, it makes the collagen helix really tight, like a tightly woven rope. There's a disease called osteogenesis imperfecta, also known as brittle bone disease, that makes your bones weak and easily breakable. It's caused by a genetic mutation where the compact, stable glycine in collagen is substituted for big, bulky amino acids. This is bad because it makes your collagen loose and unstable. But I'm guessing you don't have this rare genetic disease. So why do you care? Because there's a chemical you're definitely exposed to that's doing the same thing. I'm sure you've heard of Roundup, the weed killer made from the chemical glyphosate. Well, look at this. You can see how glyphosate looks a lot like glycine. Structurally, they're very similar. So when you eat a non-organic food that's sprayed with glyphosate, your body can substitute the glycine in your collagen for glyphosate. It's really bad for your collagen, just like brittle bone disease. Exposure to too much glyphosate can disrupt collagen function throughout your entire body by stealing glycine's place. You might be thinking, since glycine and glyphosate are similar, it's no big deal, right? Well, this substitution effect derails your collagen, the glue of your body, and can accelerate your aging. So glyphosate is the most widely used herbicide in the United States and Europe. The best thing you can do to reduce glyphosate is to buy organic. Also, there's some glyphosates in the water supply, so just make sure that you have a water filter installed to block out the fluoride and glyphosates too. Watch my next video and learn how I lengthened my telomeres over 50 so you can too, because your health is the ultimate luxury.